What up? I'm Josh Paulson, and this is Inspector Josh Investigates TV, where we reverse engineer TV shows to draw story writing lessons from them. Today we're going to look at SpongeBob SquarePants, Season 2, Episode 3, Part 1, Big Pink Loser. Warning, spoilers for this episode are ahead. So today we're talking about fridge brilliance and not bragging. So it's really fun to take different shows and draw lessons from them that are opposite of what people would normally expect. But this episode of SpongeBob does a really good job of having the writers do something that is brilliant once you think about it, and also not bragging about it. So fridge brilliance, if you've ever checked out TV tropes or heard of it, is when you step away from a series or a show and later on you think, whoa, wait, this actually makes a lot of sense. And the SpongeBob episode has that. Now, normally, as writers, we want to let people know, hey, you know what, you figured out after you walked away that there was this big, actually, Xanatos gambit, these other ways that the villain could have won, that they had this thing all planned out, that this was their real motive. Oh, wow, that's so cool. And as writers, sometimes we like to go, well, you know what, we're not going to let that be discovered just afterwards or that sort of thing. And really, it can't be fridge brilliance if you brag about it, but we want to make sure that we know that they know that we're smart. We want them to know that we're good writers. As writers, we want other people to know that we're good writers. So we go, hey, look at this. Here's the motive. Oh, let me explain my master plan. Oh, this is why it happened. Oh, let's explain everything. And you don't have to do that. Sometimes it might be helpful, but you don't generally have to do that. And in this episode of SpongeBob SquarePants, Patrick wants to win an award. So he follows SpongeBob around, tries to do SpongeBob things, doesn't do that well, and in the end, he gets an award for doing absolutely nothing longer than anyone else. Now, here's the thing. A lot of times, you don't win an award until after you have done the thing. Sometimes you can get it while it's ongoing. So maybe he could have won an award for having the longest ongoing doing nothing longer than anyone else. But he only got the award once he actually did something, and that timer was cut off. As a result, it's possible he would not have gotten the award until he did something, which he finally did do something by trying to be like SpongeBob. And so it's possible he would not have gotten the award if not for this episode. Now, the writers, assuming they intended this, didn't feel the need to beat us over the head with it. They were just like, you know what? Now, assume that they thought of this. Maybe they didn't think of this at all. Maybe I'm just coming up with something that I'm like, whoa, this is actually a pretty good idea, even though SpongeBob's filled with ridiculousness. But they didn't feel the need to beat people over the head with this. And you don't have to beat people over the head with your great ideas either. Focus instead on telling a funny story if your focus is comedy, or a dark story if your focus is dark, or an intriguing story if your interest is intrigue. Focus on communicating the story that you want to. People ultimately like good stories, or funny stories, or whatever they're going to your particular story for. They don't care how smart you look. They care that the story's smart, if they care about smartness, or that the story's funny, if they're interested in funny. They don't care how funny, smart, whatever you are. They are there for the story. And you aren't there to lift yourself up, you're there to give something, to provide something for your audience. So how would this play out in your own stories? Well, it's pretty simple. Don't brag. Focus on what's best for the story and what's best for the viewers. Don't show how smart you are. Don't focus in on things that make you look really intelligent. Now, if it improves the quality of the storytelling, if it communicates things better, absolutely focus in, but make sure that your motives are right, and that you're focusing on creating a great experience for your audience, not a great experience for your audience to go, ooh, they are so smart. So when you have fridge brilliance, don't puff yourself up. Don't feed your ego. Do what's best for your audience. And with that said, case closed. Thank you for listening. We'll be back with another episode next Monday. You can follow me on Twitter or check out my other podcast episodes, or go to joshpaulson.com for hours of more free content on story creation and development. Hit me up with whatever you're doing and have a great week.